Getting set for baseball now on a Thursday night from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, the homestand continues with the start of a 4-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Luis Severino gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Leading off tonight for Boston,
Eduardo Nunez. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. And the pitch. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this 4-game weekend set. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty V, talk about a team on a nice little roll right now, dear. Let's start this homestand out. They won the first 3 games, and now they open up a new series here. This could be one of those really good series.
Yeah, and they've been executing, Dan. We were down on the field before the game watching this team take BP, staying within themselves, not trying to do too much. A lot of smiles coming out of this team.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, one thing's for sure. They love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. He's slugging over 600 coming into play. That's a lot of extra base hits, a lot of home runs, a lot of doubles, and a lot of balls in the gap. That doesn't come easy, and he has really impressed a lot of people so far this year.
Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Oh, and he misses it. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he's now trying for 2.
Batting third, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Red Sox nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. So digging in now, Brett Gardner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Yankees, the left fielder, Brett.
Ready to deliver.
Gardner.
Here's the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
Now the 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Bradley, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, man, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He comes in hitting over 340 on the season. I'll tell you, if you watch him closely, you realize that he's just so consistent with his approach. I'm looking for another one of those consistent performances today.
Here's big Aaron Judge. In his career against Porcello, he's got 5 base hits in 19 tries. He also has 1 home run. First pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-1 home. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here. 2 away.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
So stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And that misses. Ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And that misses. 2-1.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Porcello gets the sign. 2-1 on its way. 2-2.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Mookie Betts. He's got that average up near the 340 mark to start play. So he's liable to have an impact in this one as well.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
A ball and a strike. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit. This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Loud contact by Mookie, and a ball carrying well to left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And my spotlight's going to shine down on Gleyber Torres. He mans the second base position unbelievably, but he can also offer his manager some versatility. The bat plays big time as well, and he has a strong arm.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's got 2 hits in 26 at-bats. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 25, Steve Pearce.
Striding in for Boston, Steve Pearce. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. And he's looking to turn the page.
For the Yankees.
That's been ice cold
The
over
catcher,
the last 8 or so ball games.
Sanchez.
First offering on its way. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Now the 2-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the run is Benintendi. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today.
Labor.
And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. In his career against Porcello, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Porcello is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, it becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. 2-0 now. Porcello's ready. Here he comes on 2-0. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
Benintendi in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score.
Welcome back to the Bronx, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Yankees this season. To start the day, they've given up the fewest home runs of any other pitching staff in the league, which has certainly led to accumulating one of the best ERAs in the league as well. One of their pitchers told me, all of our guys have stuff that dances around. We don't throw a lot of straight stuff, so we make it really tough on hitters to barrel us up. Especially in today's game, limiting the home run ball is a great avenue to success, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Here comes the first pitch. Chopper, foul. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Here's Brock Holt now. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's really struggled 1 for 15. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times.
That's a ball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. So far on the year, Holt brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded.
Ouch, that one hit him.
Take your base.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And the runner back. He's set and the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Holt, base runner at first with 1 out. 2-1 the count to Blake Swihart.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Ball even at 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle. Then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez. No balls and 1 strike. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. Here's the 0-1. Ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Holt rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What an outstanding play to end the inning. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. We'll head now to the home half of inning. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home
Leading
third.
off for the
Not
Yankees.
much going on offensively
The
so far
shortstop.
for these guys.
Troy
6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. That's a hit. The first of the game for the Yankees.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in.
Batting
His
it.
hands inside the
The
baseball
center
and
fielder.
ripped the base hit up.
Aaron.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. In his career against Porcello, he's totaled 4 hits in 33 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2, here it comes. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder. Tulowitzki gets his lead at first, nobody out. Another full count offering on its way, and he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. This is on the ground over to first. The second for 1. On to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double
Batting
play,
nut.
and quickly there
The
are
third
2
baseman.
gone.
Made him
Miguel.
throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but
Andujar.
he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Miguel Andujar. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. 1 hit's all they get. 3 innings complete. It's the Red Sox. At the plate, Mookie Betts flied
Leading
out
off
in
the
his
ball.
first. At bat, so
The
make
right
it
fielder.
0 for 1 so
Mookie.
far.
Betts.
Here's the first pitch to him. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. Takes this the other way to right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Now in the box, Xander Bogaerts hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bogaerts makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side.
The first baseman, number 25, Steve Pearce.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th, and that'll bring in the outfielder who's played for every AL Eastern Division club in his career, Steve Pearce. There's a fastball to start him for ball one. Comes in with a changeup, and it's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3-0 count. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's key-holding this.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they're up 1-0. Back to the top of the order now.
Leading off
and up
for
next,
the
the left-handed
Yankees,
hitting Brett
the
Gardner.
left fielder,
First
Brett
delivery to him on the way.
Gardner.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. (2-0) to the Yankees left fielder. Now the 2-0. Popped him up. And there's your first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 99.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Judge. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
So a full count now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Swing and miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Now that
Stanton now
the
comes into
designated
this
hitter,
at bat 0 for 1 in the
Giancarlo
ballgame. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. One 0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he misses. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 1-0. Into the box now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Bradley Jr.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
Off the plate and low here, ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they wind up getting the out at first, although the other runner does move up 90 feet to third.
Now batting, the catcher, Blake Swihart.
So a runner at third here with one gone. And up next, the former catcher turned utility man, Blake Swihart. Here comes the first pitch. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Bradley takes his lead at third with one away. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Here's another 0-2. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Yankees nothing. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
For the Yankees,
now, Gary Sanchez.
the catcher,
He leads off
Gary
in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
3-1.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. Next for New York, Torres hit it hard, but lying out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the results sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
To second for 1, on to first, and they get them both.
Up next,
nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Into the box, Greg Bird. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Bradley is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Yanks held in check. They trail it here 2-0. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Benintendi.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
At the plate, J.D. Martinez. First pitch on its way. Low for ball one. One out, nobody on. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. The 1-1 home. Is strike two swinging.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Two-men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. First pitch coming. Here it is. Left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Red Sox go down quietly, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Striding into the box, Troy Tulowitzki. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent today.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they face other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. A bouncer to the left side, gloved by Bogaerts. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting.
So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Giving chase is Benintendi. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Digging in, Miguel Andujar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Andujar stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. Could find himself a member of the All-Star squad this year. He's had a nice season. Currently 2nd in fan votes at 3rd base.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in 2nd place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter. Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one. Andujar leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Porcello sets. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Frozen on strike three for the final out of the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are digging in. Xander Bogaerts. And guys, seventh inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
First baseman, number 25.
One man is out in the Red Sox seventh, and that'll bring in the outfielder who's played for every AL Eastern Division club in his career, Steve Pearce. And that's in there for strike one.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Tough to do much with that one, a swing and a miss.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
The next 0-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers.
Now
they just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. No balls and a strike to count. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Bullet back up the middle. Hicks will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0.
Red.
Digging in, Aaron Judge. He went down on strikes last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Striding forward now, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Bogart's on the slide. In time.
Now batting,
I'll tell
catcher,
you, the defense has been
Gary.
stellar all night long. They've got the shutout working, and there's another super play to rob them of a hit.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. One 0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So coming to the plate,
leading off
Brock
for the Red
Holt,
Sox,
0 for 1 with a
the
run
second
scored thus far.
Brock
Domingo Germán
Holt.
is into
Ladies
the
and
ball game
gentlemen,
now as he'll
your
make his
attention,
5th
please.
appearance of the season here.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
First offering
Number
on its
63,
way.
Domingo.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out
batter,
all ambush
the catcher,
tactics. First
Blake
pitch fastball, middle in,
Swihart.
and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Roy, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game. Not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Ball, that's inside.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Here now the 2-2. And that's off his leg on the mound. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Eduardo Nunez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Your
Adam
attention,
Ottavino
please.
is going to have his work
Now
cut out
pitching
for him
for the
here.
New York
2
Yankees.
runners in scoring position,
Number
so he'll try to
0,
leave them right where
Adam
they are.
Ottavino.
From the stretch. A ball and no strikes.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
The 1-1 home. Fouled away. Holt at third. Swihart stands at second. No outs. Line toward the alley in left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Now
Now
batting.
batting, Andrew
the left fielder,
Benintendi. He's 2 for
Andrew
3 and looking for more
Benintendi.
here. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball well outside. One out and a runner on second base. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Designated hitter.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's given him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's gone 2 for 5. Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. In there, 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
First things first, here's a throw over. Runner back standing. In now, Mookie Betts. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Trying to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Your
Zach
attention,
Britton
please.
answers the call
Now
to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th. Stepping into the box, Torres.
Leading
He's
off
hitless
for
in
the
his 2
Yankees.
at-bats so far.
The second
It doesn't
baseman.
look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Now batting. First baseman.
That's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Stepping in now, Greg Bird. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. No hits to this point. Fouled off. Torres aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near Monument Valley. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Didi Gregorius will come on to pinch hit here, and if they don't walk him, he'll have a great RBI opportunity with runners at second and third and nobody out.
Gregorius.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike one. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Rolled slowly to first. Pierce charging in on it, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So a runner stands at third. 1 man is out, and that'll bring up the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's set. Here it comes. Ripped down the line. But a foul ball here. 0-1. 1 out and a runner on third. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Broken shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
And here with the
now batting, third base,
giving him the run on the ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Andujar. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Andujar is a real threat at the plate. His batting line sits at the 340 mark.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
2 balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slow little roller to third. To his right, Nunez. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 9th inning coming up. The Reds. Didi Gregorius will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 18.
Chad Green enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Number 57, Chad Green.
Striding in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Bradley Jr.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
The 1-2. Hit sharply toward the right side. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting, second baseman.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. add on, give some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-1 lead.
Judge is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Blake
Settling in now, Blake Swihart. His prior history versus this arm, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Green, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was selected in the 11th round back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Blake
Up next
Swihart
for the
goes
Red
down
Sox,
for out number
the
2 in the top half.
Eduardo.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the utility man, Eduardo Nunez. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bradley is off at first with 2 away. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time, just keeping him close. The 1-1 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. To 2-2 now.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
A runner on first with 2 away. And here's a ball hit in the air, and no one will track it down. The 2-2 one more time. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Red Sox leave 1, but they still lead this one 4-2.
Your
Matt
attention,
Barnes
please.
takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 32.
Now to the plate, Brett Gardner, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Look out, 2-0 now.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
2-1 now. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Count even at 2-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Pretty sure there wasn't any ill will behind that pitch, considering he has 2 strikes on him. Just got away from him from what I could tell.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. He was great all night long.
Superb pitching performance in this one, Matty V. 8 rock-solid innings, in line for the win. Now needs some help from the bullpen.
Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Career numbers against Matt Barnes, he's 1 for 3. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Now here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The win would belong to Rick Porcello, barring any late excitement here. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Last chance for the Yankees. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Lined hard toward right center. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
4-2 the final score tonight. Both Sox led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Rick Porcello earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Luis Severino pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Matt Barnes
the final line
earns
score
the
for
save
our
out
ball
of the
game
bullpen,
tonight.
his 14th.
For the victorious Boston Red
that's
Sox,
a wrap here tonight.
4 runs
For
on
Mark
9
DeRosa,
hits,
Dan
no
Plesac,
errors.
and Heidi
They
Watney.
left
This
6
is Matt
men on
Vasgersian.
base.
You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find
Time
us
of
on
the ball
Twitter
game,
at
2 hours
MLB
and
The Show.
53 minutes.